which I don't think has yet received the update. Not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to try and race this about 7 miles up the line. 105020. From Leeds. Let's try and race that over to Saxilby by bus. I should beat it with about 2 minutes to spare. Let's see what happens. Well, there goes me bus anyway. We've made West Bank at 11:20, 2 minutes before the train leaves the city centre. How that's worked with time to spare, I'm not too sure, because the A57 can back up a fair distance. But I did leave maybe 17 minutes before it was due to leave the city centre. We saw it at the High Street maybe about 10:55, 10:56, to see it here at 11:31. It's an exaggerated race because I left first, but the point's still the same. I couldn't have left any later because then I wouldn't have made it. Let's see what we're going to see over at West Bank then. We'll do the normal period, so we're at about 12 o'clock, which is 40 minutes time. Right then, let's see the one we saw half an hour ago, maybe 20 miles away. I lied about mileage, it's more like 6, but bugger that. Approaching 11:28 for 11:31 Lincoln Central, Leeds, which we saw in Lincoln City Centre, and raced over here, leaving 15 minutes prior to it doing, if just over. I left 11:05 on the 107. It of course then left 11:22 on itself, which doesn't make sense. Bit of a mess, the next 2 trains after. It's hardly going to be a freight train that's running late or a passenger train that's running on time. Both expected at 11:50. Don't know who's going to get right away, but I'm probably going to say it'll be the flipping passenger train to make the freight train later. Because of then the gap between here and Parwipe Junction is pretty big from the protecting signal at Stephen Sidings, which we still can't safely get to because we have to walk across the 57 and down a road with no path. Or connect through the back end of Skellingthorpe and walk 25-30 minutes up a country lane with no path. Next time Richard drives out this way, we'll try and pick that one up again. It's the only easiest way to do it, is by road, because it's a lot safer. Train should be approaching shortly, but I'm not going to move back, I can just stay by the barrier. No, 5020. Leeds. I keep forgetting this is a pissing class 1 train and this thing thinks it's not calling. And the most unhelpful factor is we've got 4 minutes until it'll depart. Where it is, where we are, and the train please, at 11:46 for the 11:50 Northern train service from Leeds to Lincoln Central. Not even in for fucking 4 minutes yet, calm down. hate this. When it was class 2s, we waited for it to be near the platform before putting these down. Obviously still automatically. With the class 1, we assume none of them are calling. So these are all down excessively. Sykes Lane, us, and Christevens Sidings. Sometimes I just think it's beggar's belief, but it's as well as also being better safe than sorry. Although we did see the full effects of excessive downtime once at Christevens, where we had 1339 or 1341 East Midlands. They were down 6 minutes before it showed up, and it was a stopper, and it was on time. Didn't gain no delay either, so figure that one out. It's a mystery. Now, freight train behind this at Stowe Park, so that's got maybe 5 minutes leeway. Once this one's over at Pye White, because it's the same distance between, it'll then be crawling through here. Our train's now arrived at the platform, another 2 minutes till it's booked to leave. Still got another minute till it's booked to depart yet. We've been down for over 3 for it and all. Train should now be getting ready to leave the railway station, with the following train pretty much 4 or 5 minutes behind it at most, so that'll be crawling through once we've got this one out the way. This downtime's pretty embarrassing, nearly 5 minutes for it to appear because it arrived in early. It's in a class 1, 15004. Lincoln Central. That's 5 minutes down. We've got equal to that until the next train right behind us. Let's get them up and clear the line in between. Right, this is for 2 then. A slow running freight train because of a delay and a passenger train ahead of him, and a passenger train. (11:53), the delayed 11:42 service from Wakefield to Felixstowe, and the 11:57 East Midlands Railway service from Peterborough to Doncaster. We can't clear that because of that, and that's about a 5-minute distance. So he's going to be crawling by. I don't know where to stand. I'll go back round here again, I think. It's all fun, but no games, because the game is a spad risk. And where that tends to go. The freight train no pass in Sykes Lane. I've not been done there alone because I'm always scared I'll get locked the wrong side with it failing on me. Because it used to have absolutely awful reliability several years ago. I'm thinking that's going to occur again if I take myself there. Can't be too careful with failing infrastructure and not working failure is severely in debt, facing bankruptcy imminently. Still, they're losing more and more each day. Great Western Main Line's a fucking shit heap now for problems. A proper shit heap. There's not been one day in the last 25 of this year where there's not been a problem on the Great Western Main Line. In the Paddington Reading section as well. Freight train. This is 6051, Maritime Intermodal number 4. It's only 507. For Felixstowe and Doncaster. Not sure what that contraption's meant to be doing, but let's do observations with it. Right, because the next train's really close to the time of the bus, and even though the bus is 3 minutes late, the next train, the Tampa, could take its time. So we're going to log off here then, basically. We managed to race a train from Lincoln Central, given ourselves extra time, and we've caught a couple here to fill out the usual session. There's a plane in the sky you can't see because it's all grey and muggy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.